and welcome to Tea Life with Tiffany. I am your host, Tiffanydenise. Thank you for joining me and my cadre of amazing friends as we sit and sip tea and talk everything from pop culture to tea culture. Tea life is what your life should be. Calm, cool, and collected, just like a cup of tea. My friend Mario Nicholas with Mario's Travels. Hi Mario.
Hey Tiffany.
Wonderful. Do they drink a lot of iced tea in Bermuda?
Not a lot of iced tea, a lot of hot tea.
Yeah.
I noticed, but I'm sure everywhere there's tea, there's iced tea. So.
Yeah, you know the whole history with the iced tea thing. I don't know if you.
No.
Because Americans are the ones who predominantly drink iced tea in the world, and it's kind of a American invention. St. Louis Fair, 1905. I hope I'm getting that year right. If we're not, we're gonna make sure we get it right when we flash on the screen. So anyway, it was really hot the day at the St. Louis Fair, and so the person who was making the hot tea realized that the people weren't drinking it, so he decided to dump a whole lot of ice in it. So, and it was selling like hotcakes after that. So that's why in America, 85% of the tea we drink is iced.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm not a huge fan of what considered like sweet tea, iced tea in the South. I'm not a huge fan. That's like way too sweet for me.
Right.
But I've had some premium brands that have been iced that have been really good and refreshing. So I will say we're great. But I didn't have any of that in Bermuda. Strictly hot tea.
I get it.
Anyway, let me get back to your question.
Yes, sneakers.
I think
How do you write about sneakers?
that has to do with what we do. I mean, we're educators, and as is Gabe, and I suppose most of us in one way or another. And it's like I started teaching. I like sneakers, but more old school stuff. But kids are fascinated by sneakers, especially kids who've had trouble paths, particularly male. I mean, girls are into it too, but boys, it's like it's not that expensive, and it's a way to represent yourself, and you can actually afford it as opposed to having a car or something like that. And and you can try different flavors, palettes. You can wear pink and not get beat up in the high schools, and so it's a way, I guess, of expression and taking control and ownership of your life. So. And that's something, and when you were there, you're doing a very similar thing. And actually, Gabe connects us to amazing people to come in and just speak to the students. Every couple of days, Gabe called me up like, "Yo, I got this guy," and so I think it's all part of the community to help the youth.
Yes, and you're a doctor now.
Yes, I am.
This has come as a surprise to me, although I knew you were in the process of getting all that completed, but now we have to call you Dr. Leo. Is that correct?
Absolutely. It was 10 years in the making.
Congratulations.
Urban Education, CUNY Graduate Center.
Wonderful. He's waiting on the applause. Don't worry, we'll have.
And Gabe was there when I defended. It was a tough one, but it was good. And it's not about the alphabet soup at the end of the name. I mean, it's definitely the journey.
Yes.
The destination has yet to arrive, and that just has been give me such access to amazing people and situations and opportunities to write a little bit.
Absolutely. We went to go see a play because I want to tie all this in.
Yeah.
Play, education,
Sneakers,
theater,
right?
Education, young people,
Absolutely.
culture, and the play was called Honky.
Yes.
And it was fabulous. I thought it was a really great production. And you wrote about that.
Yeah, I actually have a piece about Honky, and we're doing on October 23rd a Honky Slam Magazine night. And what's important about Honky is they bring up a conversation which me and Gabe have often about the sort of the cultural divide between those selling sneakers and those buying it.
Yes.
As you saw in the play, and it just brings up issues of race, class, gender, and just
interracial relationships.
And it goes well beyond that, just commodification of just things and why we need stuff, and it's just an important. I mean, the play is kind of goofy, but it's. And I think that's probably the best way to approach these real serious conversations with a little over the topness.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have a tour coming up or something?
Oh no, I don't have a tour, but I'm about to start a production of a
Okay,
play that will
okay.
be at the Wild Project Theater
Oh.
on 3rd Street.
Can you tell us anything about that, or?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't sworn any secrecies yet. Yeah, it's a play called "And Miles to Go,"
Mm-hmm.
which is a line from a Langston Hughes poem, if I'm correct, and it takes place actually. Yeah, this ties into this whole episode. This is funny because the play is about the last day at a public high school in New York City. So Lee is right up your alley, and it's about this teacher who has been there for a really long time
Yes.
and is not being treated, very well by the administration or by the students for that matter. So I play this kind of like class clown, cut up, racially ambiguous kid in this predominantly black school.
Typecasted.
Well,
Just go on, sorry.
yeah, and so it's a funny play, but again, it's also a serious thing. It deals with race, it deals with public school, it deals with ageism.
Do you like theater as a form of education and I guess making society better? I know that was one of the reasons why I like to do theater. I mean, yes, it's entertaining, but if you can use your art
Oh
for,
yeah, I think that there's an imperative. I think that there's a responsibility for every piece of theater that goes up. After the last piece of theater,
Right.
it has a responsibility to step it up,
Amen.
Exactly.
Amen.
whether it's educational or even entertaining. If we've already heard that joke,
Right.
it's not going to be funny again.
Right.
And especially right now, there's so many wars that are going on,
Yes.
and I do mean that literally and more so like metaphysically as well, because we have a lot of wars. Even with the sneaker realm, you might say that there's a lot of like internal conflict that exists with the materialism and the conspicuous consumption that is surrounding this whole world. So yeah, there are a lot of things that need to be addressed, and the theater is the best mirror for that. If you don't have the kind of audacity or the self-criticism to actually stand in front of a mirror and look at yourself, which is a very difficult thing to do, especially with or without the use of psychedelics, it's a difficult thing to do to kind of reflect. So the theater is almost like it's a very advanced but also simple way for humans to be able to look within.
Yes, absolutely. I like the way you put that.
Thank you.
On that note, we are going to have our cheers.
Oh.
Well,
Wait
no.
a
Let's
minute,
look
Leo.
Before I gotta say a
Wait.
couple of things about
No
this
problem.
woman.
Let's cheers.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have a few things to say.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Cheers break.
Wait, hello, that phone. My phone's
Okay.
buzzing.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah. Mount Jamal Terrace? Yeah, the place where George Washington hung out.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. He probably tweeted it. Yeah, I'll be good. It's nice. Gabe's here, Tiffany, Corey's doing the video. It's beautiful. We have a street, Sylvan Street. It's most beautiful. I don't know if you can get that. I promise you, I'll pay you that. Hold on, I gotta go. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, that was the wrong number.
Wrong number?
Sorry about
Is
that.
that your manager?
Crazy.
That was my dad.
That's your dad?
Yeah.
Your agent.
What's the difference?
Oh.
Seriously, Tiffany. I mean, working. You just bring so much joy to me. You definitely fed me, and this is one of the reasons I look great. And what you bring the community as well, and just your whole business model. I really much respect, much praise, and obviously much love. I'm a big fan of you personally and your product, and the way you go about your business. You're a good New Yorker, even though you're from Kansas City. And her claim to fame was, I think she said Michael Jackson.
I did.
I remember this
when
story.
He did the bad tour opening
Yeah.
in Kansas City. I was there.
Whoa.
First
And
night.
it was
That's
June
cool.
26th when Michael passed 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So
June 25th.
I'm gonna drink to you, and I know you love Michael, and as we all do. So this is
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's so special. Aw, hee hee.
Good tea.
Good tea.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was so sweet. Oh. Cheers.
Mm.
Thank you.